It is.
That sounds political.
When they try to push the gaming point further thing.
Hazard abatement for the birds.
Mark, we hear you, please.
He's on the ground.
Coming in quite steep.
Well done.
Yes. All right.
Que pasa, suck, passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds call it news with a buzz. The video that you just saw is of a plane landing at the Boscobel Airport that is in St. Mary, I think, Ocherias, St. Mary vicinity. Controversy over that. We've heard all along that, yes, they were fixing up the infrastructure, making sure that everything is into place, so therefore these planes of a certain size can land. I said to myself, yes, it is good for the economy of Jamaica. Tourist board, it is good for the residents them in the area. When we think about it, not so much the residents in the area, because every other airport in which residents or the people them live don't know if they benefit from it in any sorts of capacity that is major, maybe minorly. Pretty much the people them we have stalled in those airports are the beneficiaries, which are never usually people from the residents or in the area. However, the thing that come to mind, if them can monitor Norman Manley International Airport songsters as it pertains to customs and immigration, as it comes to smuggling, how them are going to monitor the airport will look like some sorts of black market airports, not to diss the efforts of these people that are trying to make Jamaica better or great again. Now, when I think about Boscobel, a couple of things come to mind. Leaving from St. Anne, St. Mary to Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne, vice versa. Very significantly, the most important thing or the biggest details in my head is the finding or the seizure of a couple of, well, a whole heap of cocoa. Couple thousand locks, I think, keys, birds. Don't remember the exact amount, but I know that it was beaucoup cash, millions of US dollars in cocoa. Very significantly, no suspect held. Very significantly, no names. Very significantly, no updates. Most significantly, it just swept under the rug. We see some sorts of big interview news conference with the top heads of the JCF, narcotics branch, Rete, Lele, FADA. However, we not hear none at all again. What happened? Where is that cocoa? Which safe place is it kept at? Which popo department is in charge of it? Was it returned to sender? Is that cocoa circulating somewhere in Jamaica, overseas, Canada, UK? Or is it just laying somewhere wasting and rotting? I think not of the last one. People, me just say, be very careful what you ask for, because I think, based on information that I have got, is that airport is always in use. For whatever reason, nobody knows about it. It pretty much literally flies under the radar, or they are flown under the radar. Well, you see, it officially open now, in business for business. What kind of business? Tourist business, monkey business, or smuggler business? And if there's one thing that history has shown us, is that money talk and BS walks. in this body club if you have certain status, certain link, certain name. If you get in a trouble, if you thief billions of dollars, if you murder anybody that does not have that sort of status, you can get away scot-free. They are of the mindset of the former El Presidente of America, Mr. Trump himself. Them can kill somebody in the middle of Manhattan and still get away with it scot-free, point blank and period. Further on in the news, there's a saying in Jamaica that goes something like this: so the father, so the son, so the papa, so the son. However, people, it seems as if we will have to amend that saying and call it so the grandfather, so the father, so the son. I am speaking about 3 young men that were held the other day. They were of the goat thievery type. They were held in a place called Newport, which is in Manchester. Based on the information, it is said that the Popo were on patrol when they recognized a silver Toyota. For some reason, me don't know if the individuals in the vehicle are sweat or what. However, it drew the suspicion of the Popo. Popo tell them pull over. However, them decide to them want press pedal to the metal speedway. Popo chase them. Them eventually stop try to run. I think they realized that they did not have the Usain Bolt gene, so therefore them stop them. Give up. When the Popo fly the trunk, somebody ram goat that is, where them say good for make manish water. Them hold on upon the 3 young men. These are their pictures right here on the screen as I speak. I had showed them and spoke about them in an earlier video that I did. However, one person out of the 3 piqued their interest or curiosity. It is said that one of the individual, 22-year-old, he is a 3rd generation goat thief. That means that him have the PREDIAL gene, chromosome. He is carrying on the old-time tradition. It is said that this young man, 22 like me say, him father was the same father 46, and the grandpapa are the same, him about 70-year-old. They said that they have always had this man under suspicion. Me no know about him friend, me no know if him train them, because them not have the genes and chromosome for PREDIal thievery. So therefore, more than likely, he was the orchestrator, the mastermind behind these group of men, because him have that PREDIal pedigree in him blood. Now people, when we think about this, and when we think about Jamaica, and why it is the way that it is, why there's so much crime and violence, it is because Pickney have Pickney, so therefore the blind lead the blind. However, when you see the 3rd generation of PREDIal thief, grandpapa 70-year-old, father 46-year-old, son 22-year-old, all of them in the same kind of trade. People, do you know why this continues? It is because they have gotten away with it for generation. It is now with the advent of social media where these people are getting exposed, but this has been going on for years and decades based on the age of the grandpapa, 70-year-old, and the father, 46-year-old. Don't know if the father is still in the trade, but the son definitely is carrying on the old-time tradition. So I say this to say that maybe back in the days, people were more sympathetic. So they must have known, say, the old man or grandpa is a thief. But back in the days, they were not given the Jane and the Tarzan and the little monkey cheetah justice. Back in the father day, maybe not the same. However, of lately, we've seen that these farmers are getting fed up. So the farmers that were once farmer sympathetic, they are now taking out their matic, they are now taking out their machete and them bill and they are giving these people the justice that they truly deserve. Whenever you have a problem or a problem exists, if you allow that problem to continue, it is only going to come back and torment and haunt you. I am not telling the people, I'm not the neighbor, would say, listen, maybe you need to send some sorts of message starting from the young and since him still active in the business. But me just say, you have to do what you have to do to make your problem get away or disappear. So me just say, if you think that you're tying up your goats or your animals in a safe place, and when you come back you only see rope, all the fence gone, then that means you have to take some other different stance or other different solution. And people, you know what the solution is? It is quite simple. Make these people soluble, meaning disappear, disintegrate in the earth, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Send them to the afterlife. Send a message or else they are not going to learn unless them learn the hard way, the numb way, meaning that stiff, stone, cold, point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called updates and correction. About 24 hours ago or so, I spoke about a teacher that lost his life. His government name, Dennis Anthony Matar, known as Matar or Mr. Edwards. He was 69-year-old at the time in which he lost his life. When he lost his life, his firearm legal was taken from him. He was conned up a couple of times in the head. In that story that I did yesterday, because I was kind of confusing, we are human. To be human is to make error. Confusing two stories. So therefore, this is the actual update about the story. Mr. Matar lost his life at 69-year-old at the hands of some youth that he taught at school before. He was their ex-teacher, they being his ex-students. Two brothers. One name is Sean Pottinger. The next one is Chevon Pottinger. Along with a next youth named Coloring Book. Along with a next youth from town. Don't know the name. So pretty much this man lost his life. He was a teacher for at least 47 years. That means that he was teaching from about 22-year-old or so. He was what is considered an icon in the community. One of those persons that should have been allowed to leave their door open, their window open, walk about the community anytime he felt like, because everybody know him from the grandparent to the papa and the mama to the pitney them. He had taught or mentored or been some sorts of physical education teacher to everybody in the community. Any and everybody respected him. Well, not every, most. In or about 2022, I think August 22nd to be specific, he lost his life. The people in the community come out and I say, no man, then if the man they lose his life, anybody can DEAD. I saw these people get wicked. I saw Jamaica change. There is no way under Master God earth this man should have lost his life. But people like me say, there were two youths, Chevon and Sean Pottinger. They are what we call menaces in a society. Them thief, them broke people house, them broke people shop, them stick up people, them thief chain, anything from A to Z, from a pin to an anchor. Their name was being called up. Any and everybody know who do it, but people were afraid, like most communities in Jamaica. So anyways, them conspire, take away the teacher, Mr. Edwards. Since then, the brother, his name is Chevon, them call him Mad Bull. It is said that he was responsible since Mr. Edwards lose his life for take away a man named Parry. It is said that when Parry lost his life, the next brother, meaning Sean, and some other people conspire and take away them own brother. So therefore, Sean take away Chevon. Sean name, what them call him, Shorty, Chevron name, Bull. It is also said that Mr. Sean and a man from town out of that he brought in the era to take what Mr. Edwards and thief him gun. That man was held in a Kingston. He is originally from Kingston in a town, St. Andrew, in a them vicinity there. It is said that him couldn't take the pressure and then him start for leak or bust like pipe. He then started to call up Mr. Sean's name. Mr. Sean was held. Mr. Sean was charged officially with the takeaway of Mr. Edwards. So just follow me. Since Mr. Edwards lose him life, it is said that Chevron Madbull take him friend named Parry. Then Sean take him own brother Chevron for take away Parry. It is said that Sean Pottinger, the man from town, and then a next one named Coloring Book was on the run, hiding out from the po-po. Them hold on upon the town man snitched upon Sean. Sean is held. Coloring Book is still presently on the run. So therefore, that is the clarification. The people in the neighborhood are rejoice because of the way that Mr. Edwards loses life. It was unjust. It was not called for. He should have had some sorts of immunity. However, what we've realized in Jamaica, nobody gets any sorts of immunity or amnesty anymore. We are all equal opportunity target. It does not matter the age. It does not matter which part you come from, whether you're an old lady, whether you're pregnant, whether you're a baby palm, BREAS. We are all equal opportunity targets. Very importantly, when I did this video yesterday, I see some people in the comment section. Boy, them blogger, all them do a lie. All them do a spread rumor upon people. People, like I said before, I am human. Human make error, especially when you are mixing up two stories that were kind of close. Sometimes you get confused, especially if you are a blogger that freestyle. So therefore, me not sit down with any sorts of book. Me not read any sorts of teleprompter. Me not read any sorts of none at all. It is just off the top of the dome. Sometimes you go make mistake because the two stories them sound alike, and then you remix them instead of separating them. So that is exactly what I did. So I saw a couple of people, more people than meets the eye, a complain. I say, boy, some of them bloggers lie. Them just are frame people. So I've come to the conclusion that not only are people looking for stuff to nitpick, people are hypocrites, people are not truthful, people like fake. So whenever them see anybody that is real, like them say real, recognize real, if you are fake, then you're always going to be on the agenda of people that are fake. So therefore, when them listen to certain characters who I said is fake and obvious, then them dep on the same agenda. So therefore, anything, it is as if they are almost waiting with bated breath for you to make a mistake so them can jump and point and say, tada, see the Himalaya or him spread rumors. People, if you know anything about this channel, it is based off credibility. This is never the hype channel. As a matter of fact, if you look what is going on social media, everybody that you see driving around, who you think them get it from? If you listen to any sorts of dancehall song, anybody where you hear a talk about pop or even blogger, who you think them get it from? If you listen to these bloggers nowadays and you see they're using sarcasm in their video, who you think them get it from? Even though some of them are corny. However, if them corny and them viewers more corny than them, then they are going to sound funny. People, me just say, back in the days, me done send up people under them mother and tell them all sorts of derogatory stuff. However, I have matured, I have learned. Listen, you cannot change people. Haters are always going to be haters. That is what they do. So therefore, real, I go recognize real. And when you talk about real, it does not get any sorts of realer than this. When I look in the mirror, I see exactly who I am and who I display myself to be. Ask yourself this question: the people that you're listening to, your mentors, can they actually look in the mirror? Do they have any sorts of alter ego? Are they the same people in which them act on social media? Fake as FUCK, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.